Now, on October 20th, we have an interesting aspect. The sun is conjunct Mercury. Um, and so whenever we have the sun in Libra conjunct Mercury, now the sun and Mercury coming together, the sun illuminates whatever planet that it interacts with. It brings light and it brings a sense of vitality and power to that planet, that it lights up in the sky. And so when it comes to Mercury, when the sun is lighting up Mercury or holding hands with Mercury, it makes an energy that's very intellectual. So your mind is going to be more active. You're thinking more. You are wanting to communicate more. There's an element of air within, not a whole lot of air going on in the heavens, because there's not a whole lot of air in the if a baby were born during these particular times, they'd have an ongoing um a grand trine Earth, making them very practical, very pragmatic, very grounded, um, able to do something and get results out of that, but not a whole lot of air. And I haven't been feeling too communicative over, several months, I should say. So that's because there's not a whole lot of planets in air. So air is that intellectual element. It rules the mind. It's that part of you that just wants to share your ideas, talk to talk to talk, and go on a little tangent and go on the merry way of ideas and learning information, all this kind of things like that. So your mind may be more active. You're thinking much more in a busy way about more things, um, and thinking more. Your mind might be more active with, ideas and plans and all those kind of things like that. So this conjunction, now the opportunity that can be sort of harvested and taken from this conjunction is communication with confidence. This makes for a really great conjunction to express yourself, to speak from your heart, to speak from your gut, to speak from your mind, to communicate your ideas with the freedom and the self-empowerment to do so, and communicating from a place of confidence. So you're very sure about what you're saying, what's coming out of your mouth, and you're communicating with a radiance, an exuberance, a passion, and a sense of power that also comes with an intelligence. So you've done the information, you've researched the information, you have all these great ideas that you want to share, and now is the time to share these ideas. Like a lot of motivational speakers, including if there's TED Talks done during this particular conjunction, would fare well because it gives you a sense of power and being self-assured and confident within yourself about what you are sharing, and you can inspire others to greatness with you being open and extroverted and willing to share those ideas, and you inspire others to share their ideas. Um, and so it's a time for bold self-expression, especially when it comes to communication. Um, you know, I want to say daring to write, to communicate, to speak what is on your mind and in your heart during this time. So communications can really thrive. Now, the other thing is there may be a lot of attunement towards appointments, meetings, interactions, all things in the mental air mercurial land of life in the three-dimensional. So your mind may be buzzing with plans that you have, this meeting over here, this interaction, this job, this promotion, all these kind of things like that. So you may be more attuned to all of the communications that you may need to have during this time and all the interactions that you need to have. So This is also great for enriching the mind, expanding, growing the mind, great for learning new things. Much like the moon in Sagittarius presents an expansiveness. And so learning new things would be, a great thing to do during this, transit. And also having your ideas, speaking your ideas, but also, giving confidence, taking action, because the sun is, really this. It also deals with Mars, planet of action, but the sun is personal power and conscious awareness, so you can take action on your ideas, that you can speak. And so the sun is your ego, and Mercury is the intellect. So hand in hand, you put them together and they're very similar. And Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. So there you go. So not only are we going to be communicating our ideas, but also taking action on them and finding the courage to do that as well.